Tabata 14. The warm-up is built in, 5 exercises, a minute each, followed by light stretching, and then we'll get into the Tabata workout. The Tabata workout today is 16 exercises back to back, so it's a little bit longer than the 4 minutes. We'll take a rest, and then we'll repeat everything. So there's a lot of equipment today, a lot of setup. You're really going to have to pay attention. You'll need a heavy ball, a medicine ball that you can throw up and then also slam down. You'll need a loop band for your ankles, medium dumbbells, I'm using 7s, and a little bit heavier dumbbell, I'm using 12s. I've got a step, a mat, a Bosu, and then I've got a sandbag here, but you can also use weights. That's not a big deal. Of course, make sure you have your water with you. We're going to get right into the warm-up, so we're getting a minute on the clock here, starting with the Heisman. You already know the Heisman. Here we go. Minute on the clock. Your knees are coming up to your shoulders, you're crunching forward, and you're pumping those arms. The hand is coming across the opposite knee a little bit, not totally twisting. Make sure you're breathing. This is for a minute. Landing softly, toe ball heel, connecting that heel down to the ground. Remember, this is your warm-up. Try not to speed through it. You don't need any pulled muscles. 20 seconds. Hang in there. You're over halfway. Remember, if you need modification, you can be here, or you can do a simple jog. Otherwise, try and stick with that Heisman if you can. Switch kicks. You're powering through the heel, but you're adding a jump to it. Now, if you want to stay low, that's okay. If you want to just do snap kicks, that's all right as well. But I'd like you to really push through it. Here's fast. I don't have that much energy today. So if you want to go faster, go faster. You can stay with my pace. You can go fast and do a little bit lower. But I do want you to warm up those hamstrings. About 20 seconds left. Keeping the elbows close to the ribs. Abs are still engaged. You're not extending backwards. You are hinging a little bit, but I don't want to see any arching in that back. "180 jump squats." You know these. Squat, jump, land, and then turn back, go over over the opposite shoulder. That way you're working both sides evenly. Landing toe ball heel. Remember, your knees are not going forward. They're sitting back like you're hovering over a porta potty. Exhale as you leave the ground. Abs are engaged. Make sure you're breathing. Really power up. Got about 15 seconds. And then we'll be going to tire runs. Tire runs forward and back. I don't care if you get 3 in there, 4, 5, use the space you have. If you can only take 1, 2, 1, 2, that's fine too. Obviously, a modification is just picking those knees up, or again, you can just run back and forward. Abs are still engaged. Landing toe ball heel. You're trying to pick that knee up high, so you're visualizing those tires on the ground. If you're low here, you'll be tripping over those tires. So at least get those knees up, even if you slow it down a little bit. Got about 10 seconds, then we'll have one more exercise in the warm-up. Going to shuffles. I have a little bit of space. If you have more, definitely work with it. Shuffling side to side. Make sure those feet touch each other as they come together. Don't just stay open here. Unless, of course, you want to get down into a squat. Work those quads a little bit more. Seconds. I'm going to diagonal here. Get some more room. Abs are still engaged. Try not to stay on the balls of your feet for this one. We don't want to kill those calves before we've even begun the actual workout. 5 seconds. If you want to pump those arms. Okay. Catch your breath. Grab some water. I want you to pause the video and go into a little bit of light stretching on your own, and then we'll jump back into the Tabata workout. Again, it's going to move quickly, so definitely try and stay with me. I'll tell you the first 3 exercises so you have a little bit of a direction of where you're going. The first one is a squat toss-up. You're using a medicine ball or weighted ball to squat, throw the ball up, catch and land in a squat. Second is a jumping jack. I'm using my loop band to go around my ankles. You can tie a band or you can do nothing at all. Then we're doing ball slams, and then we'll kind of go on from there. So make sure your ball is accessible and your band is accessible. And that's it for that portion. All right, getting right into the Tabata workout. Again, it's not going to stop at the 4-minute mark. So keep going. You're only going to have to do each exercise twice. So we do get a rest in the middle. We're starting with those squat toss-ups. Here we go. Squat, toss the ball up, catch into a nice low squat. The knees are not opening to the side. You're sticking that booty back, making sure those knees are not going over the toes. You're powering up, using the back and the arms. The heels of the hands are pressing that ball up and catching. Set that ball down. It's not a long transition. Putting that band on. We're getting ready for jumping jacks. Here we go. Ooh, I grabbed a heavy band today. It's okay, matches my outfit. Work a little bit harder, just for fashion. Remember, your hands are connecting at the top and down by your legs there. Taking that band off, grabbing your ball. We're doing ball slams. I want you to get angry here. Using your back, slam that ball. Mine bounces. If yours doesn't, you might have to squat down to pick it up. It's a different view. Get angry at that floor. You can picture that devil down there. Get mad. Using the back and the arms. Good. We're going to plyometric jumps. Simply jumping up onto the step and then down. We'll go to plyometric push-ups after that. So you're jumping up, jumping down, up, down. Now if that's too much, you can run it, or you can jump up, land in a squat, step off, jump up, jump off. Your choice. But the purpose is for cardio. Watch your feet. Make sure they're staying on that step. Plyometric push-ups. I'm going to do these on my knees. Your hands are going to pop off the ground if possible. You lower down, pop up. No clapping unless you really want to. Remember, your wrists should be under your shoulders or slightly wider than your shoulders. You have a nice diagonal from your shoulders to your knees, or your shoulders to your ankles. Lateral push-offs, going back to the step. One foot is on, one foot is off. You're going to transfer the weight, tapping on the ground. It's only 20 seconds, so you can go a little bit faster. I do want you to look at your feet anytime you're going up onto a step. I have 2 risers. You can use one or none. You can use a stair, cement block, whatever you have access to. Over the head tricep extension. I'm using 1 heavy weight. You can use 2 if you'd like. Remember the elbows point toward the front, squeezing the temples, straighten the arms all the way at the top. Abs are engaged, and you're not arching your back. Weight is going down. You need your mat for this one. High plank, oblique tuck jumps. Hands are down, wrists are right under the shoulders. You're going to tuck sideways, jump back. To the side, jump back. Now if this is too much for you, you can always step sideways and do a little curtsy. Step sideways, do a little curtsy. Good on your feet. Make sure you're not going to get a head rush. And you need that sandbag or some dumbbells. We're doing weighted swings. All right, here we go. Straight arms up, control down. Straight arms up, control. You are using a little bit of momentum to swing up. You're using the back to stop. You are bending the knees slightly. Good, setting that bag down. No equipment for this next one. Jumping lunges, alternating. Set it up, switch. The next one we're going to be using the Bosu. If you don't have the Bosu, you can use a big physio ball. They've got a lot of names, stability ball, exercise ball. Or you can simply just do regular sit-ups. All right, you're doing a squat. Just sit on the very edge of the Bosu. Doing a full sit-up jump. Keep those abs engaged the whole time. Powering up. If you sit back too far on the Bosu, you're going to clunk your head on the ground. Good. Grabbing one heavy. Saxon side bends. I don't care how you hold the weight. You can sit on top of your head, or you can extend it all the way up. Remember, the hips don't get to do a bell motion. They're staying squared off, and you're bending just at that waist. Gauging those obliques. Good. Weight down. X squats. We've done these before. You're going to step just widen shoulders, squat, together forward, together back and squat. Together forward, squat wide, together back, squat wide. And of course, if you have it, go fast. Remember, your knees are not to go in front of your toes. Grab your lighter weights. I'm using 7s. You're doing alternating bicep curls as fast as you can. Now, I don't care if you move, as long as your abs are still engaged and you're not arching your back. Make sure you're not swinging, but it's controlled up and down. After this, we're going to push-ups. Regular, boring push-ups. Knees or toes, your choice. If you want to get fancy, you can do a different variety. I'm staying on my knees to protect my shoulder. Exhale as you lift up. Make sure you're going down as one package, not letting the chest drop or the hips drop, or doing one of these numbers. It's not a under the fence or a dive bomber. Down together, up together. Staying on your mat, flip over onto your tush. You're in a seated position. We're doing Mason twists. So remember that C-curve position, really tilt that tailbone, and you're twisting side to side. Now you don't have to have your feet up. But I do want your knees together, whether the feet are up or down. And you're really tilting. You should not feel this in your lower back. Try and get that opposite hand to touch on the other side. Holding those abs in. Stand up slowly. And we get a little rest. 30 seconds on the clock. Grab some water. We've got everything one more time through. Unless, of course, you want to repeat. This wasn't terrible. I would suggest repeating it again if you have time. 10 seconds. Remember, sip, don't guzzle. Catch your breath. Excellent. All right, grabbing your ball. We're going to squat toss-ups, followed by those jumping jacks. Getting ready? Here we go. Squat, toss. Now this time you should know the exercises. I want you to go as fast as you can. I'm gonna try not to talk as much so I can get a good workout too. Abs are tight and you're breathing. Jumping jacks are next. Grab that loop around those ankles. Or you don't have to use it. Remember, the heels connect down to the ground. Fingertips touch up and by your sides. My legs are not opening very far because of the tightness of the band. Taking that band off. You're done with it unless you're going to repeat. We've got ball slams next. All right, get angry. Crunch those abs. Use the back muscles. I call it the raw fat area. Really engaging those triceps as well. If you live in an apartment and there's somebody below you, I would suggest not doing this inside. Good, done with that ball. We're going to plyometric jumps on the step. Remember, this is for speed. Remember your modifications. Always watch your feet so you don't trip over that step. If you're going too fast or feel like you're unsure of yourself, just slow down, gather your thoughts, and get right back up into it. Plyometric push-ups. Remember, this is with a little pop. If you want to try it on your toes this time, you can. Feet together or feet wide. It's down with the pop. And then right into that next push-up. Back to your step. One foot on, one foot off. Here we go. Planting that foot firmly on the step. The other one, just the ball touches down. So you can go quickly with it. Obviously, if you have a lower step, you can go a little bit faster. Grab your one weight. Triceps. Weight is up. Back is not arching. Abs are engaged. Remember, the elbows point toward the front and you're controlling both directions. Don't let gravity just do its thing. Resist. High plank, oblique tucks. Show you a different angle. You're in a high plank, side, 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 back, side, back, side. Abs are engaged. Trying to return all the way to that high plank position. Don't leave that butt up in the air. Grabbing your bag for swings. I like to hold mine by the corners so I don't drop it. Swing between the legs, stop. Try and keep those arms straight. You can use a kettlebell. You can use regular dumbbells. You can probably use a kid. Just be careful you don't let go. Shoulders are down, away from those ears. Jumping lunges. If this is too much for your knees, remember you can just do the stepping lunges, or you can do one leg, one round, and then the other leg, the other round. Of course, it's kind of too late to do that now, but should you want to do another round, or do this again, all right, you've got that Bosu. Make sure your tush is lined up properly. Toes are pointing to the front, down. And it's okay to look between your legs if you really need to make sure you know where you're going. Powering up from that squat. You're not using momentum to get up. It's all muscle, it's all abs, all quads and glutes. Whew. Saxon side bends. Weights up over your head. If you want more of a challenge, arms are up. You can also take those feet together, but I like being able to go far with it. You can also use a weight plate if you have access to one. Makes it a little easier to hold on to. We've got X squats, followed by biceps. Remember, go for speed. Don't anticipate the travel, because then you start to have bad posture, and lean forward with it. I want your weight back in your heels and your bum. Abs are still engaged. Grabbing your lighter weights. Now you know if they were too light, you can go a little bit heavier. Pump as fast as you can. I want you to pretend like there's resistance on both sides. So it's hard to go up and difficult to go down. You have to have your mind engaged for this. Two more exercises. Push-ups and Mason twists. Down on that mat. Crank them out. See how many you can get. Make sure your posture staying pretty. If you have bad wrists, you can always use dumbbells to hang on to. If this is too intense, you can go up against a countertop, a wall, a chair, coffee table. Just make sure it doesn't slide. Mason twist. I'll give you a different angle here. Legs are squeezing together. Work those inner thighs. And for modesty. Remember to breathe. You should not feel that lower back, so you really need to think scooping that tummy, really tilting that tailbone upward. Trying to connect the ribs to the hips. That's it. That's it for the Tabata. Now if you want to repeat, you know that you can repeat. You can do a portion of it, you can do all of it. You can repeat it as many times as you want to. It's about 20-25 minutes as of right now. But if you're not going to repeat, I do want you to do some cool downs, some light stretches. You can even do some more ab work if you'd like to. Drink your water, eat healthy, and I'll see you for the next workout. Have a fantastic day.